truth. You can't handle the truth.
Good afternoon, Brother Jim reporting here from End Times Prophecy News. Hope you're all doing good wherever you are, my friends. Exclusive source claims Fox News host secretly worked to get Jeanine Pirro suspended to curry favor with Democrats and Islam. A source with intimate knowledge of the situation is claiming two Fox News hosts secretly maneuvered to get Judge Jeanine Pirro suspended over her controversial remarks about Muslim Representative Ilhan Omar, with one, Bret Baier, allegedly seeking to curry favor with Democrats to reverse a decision to not allow Fox to host any of the party's presidential primary debates by getting Fox to suspend Pirro. Bret Baier. You ever notice Bret Baier has plenty of liberals on his show every time? And every time the conservative speaks up, he kind of ignores him and cuts him off. Oh, yeah. The source asked TGP for anonymity to speak freely about the behind-the-scenes maneuvers. The original complaint came from Bret Baier's team. Bret saw an opportunity to make Fox News acceptable enough to the left so he could get himself a job of hosting the Democratic debates. Bret supported one of his producers, Hafsa Kamal, in tweeting out condemnation of Judge Jeanine to put pressure on Fox News to suspend her show. Hafsa Kamal, a producer of Special Report with Bret Baier, has a history of anti-conservative tweets. Shepard Smith, another loser at Fox News that nobody listens to, known as a never-Trumper, also played a major role in the judge's suspension. And if you don't know, that Shepard Smith is also a sodomite as well. I'm not saying that Bret Baier is a sodomite, but he lobbied 24/7 to suspend her. Fox News placed Jerry Andrews, a far-left anti-conservative, as executive producer of justice with Judge Jeanine to muzzle Judge Jeanine from speaking the truth. Andrews has a long history of anti-conservative, anti-Trump social media activity. And there's Hafsa Kamal's tweet to Judge Jeanine. Can you stop spreading this false narrative that somehow Muslims hate America or women who wear hijab aren't American enough? You have Muslims working at the same network you do, including myself. Of course Muslims hate America. In Iran, they call us the devil, the Satan. Big Satan, to be exact. Fox News has made no official statement on Pirro's future with the cable network other than to say it would not comment on internal scheduling matters, as the network abruptly pulled her regularly scheduled Justice with Judge Jeanine show last Saturday night and has apparently canceled this upcoming Saturday show. Anonymous sources have filled in TGP and other outlets' reputed backstabbing maneuvering against Pirro. Fox's silence shows a lack of commitment to return Pirro to the air. On Monday, Fox announced it was hiring former Democratic National Committee Chair Donna Brazile as a Fox News contributor. We're going to replace the judge who speaks the truth with big liar Donna Brazile, who is another sodomite. That's right. When she worked for CNN in 2016, Brazile was busted for secretly feeding Hillary Clinton debate questions. Boy, Fox News is coming to an all-time low. Let's see. We're going from an outstanding judge who just calls it like it is to a liar-in-chief. Anonymous sources at Fox relayed to reporters at CNN and the New York Times on Sunday that Pirro has been suspended for 2 weeks for her truthful comments about Omar and a possible conflict between her adherence to Sharia law, as represented by her wearing a hijab and her oath to defend the Constitution. How dare you do that? The context of Pirro's comments was the roots of Omar's anti-Semitism and what it means for the future of the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and the Democratic Party. Very true. Brian Stelter of CNN News says Jeanine Pirro was suspended by Fox News after her widely criticized commentary about Ilhan Omar, according to a source familiar with the matter. It's unclear how long the suspension will last. Fox declined to confirm or deny this. I'm so happy, Brian Stelter. I'm sure he is happy. New York Times matches my reporting from earlier today. Fox's Jeanine Pirro has been formally suspended by the network because of her remarks of truth, according to a person told of the decision. She's not a deep state character, a global elite. She speaks for herself. How dare she try to do that? Pirro has not spoken out publicly about the controversy since Sunday, March 10th, when Fox issued a statement condemning her remarks and simultaneously issued a statement from Pirro explaining her comments. More anonymous sources are now filling the void with reports that Pirro is being targeted by liberals at Fox News. The Hollywood Reporter on Monday quoted a source close to Fox saying executives have never liked Pirro, to explain why the network stood by fellow opinion host Tucker Carlson, who has also been under fire, but for remarks he made a decade ago on talk radio. Fox News was quick to condemn Pirro's remarks, but has not criticized Carlson's comments, some of which were made when he was an MSNBC employee. A source familiar with the network's strategy explained the divergent approach. They love Tucker. They do not like Jeanine Pirro. They never have. It doesn't matter whether Tucker is not a judge or not. That means nothing. A former judge. President Trump, a long-term friend of Pirro, who has appeared on her show several times, spoke out on Twitter Sunday in support of Pirro. Trump also attacked Shepard Smith and two weekend news hosts as better suited for CNN. Very true. Bring back Judge Jeanine Pirro. The radical left Democrats, working closely with their beloved partner, the fake news media, is using every trick in the book to silence a majority of our country. They have all out campaigns against Fox News hosts who are doing too well. Fox must stay strong and fight back with vigor. Oh, and check this out. I was just opening up my browser this morning, and MSN, pure emphatic fake news liars, said, they quoted this: Fox must stay strong and fight back with vigor. And the headline was, the rhetoric. What are we supposed to make out of this? Of Donald Trump's tweets. Yeah, that's what they wrote. Continuing with Donald Trump and his tweet: stop working so hard on being politically correct, which will only bring you down, and continue to fight for our country. The losers all want what you have. Don't give it to them. Be strong and prosper. Be weak and die. Stay true. Actually, I think they quoted this: be strong and prosper, be weak and die. And they say, what is this craziness coming from Donald Trump's tweets? That's right. Every day they try to paint him as some sort of a nutball. To the people that you got you there, Trump continues, keep fighting for Tucker and fight hard for Judge Jeanine. Your competitors are jealous. They all want what you've got. Number one, don't hand it to them on a silver platter. They can't beat you. You can only beat yourselves. We're at Fox News weekend anchors Arthur Novell and Leland Vittert, trained by CNN prior to their ratings collapse. In any event, that's where they should be, working along with their lowest rated anchor, Shepard Smith. Very true. But unfortunately, Donald Trump, the Koch brothers, the owners of Fox News, have already decided to turn away from supporting you at all. That's right. They've made their public proclamation. Text of the only official statements by Fox and Pirro on Pro's remarks about Omar, followed by video and relevant transcript. Fox says, we strongly condemn Jeanine Pirro's comments about Representative Omar. They do not reflect those of the network, and we have addressed the matter with her directly. See, I just reported on the billboard companies will not report any truth about Sharia law and honor killings, and now we see that Fox News will not report any truth on Islamic Sharia law going throughout the world. I believe it's God's will, and the rapture is getting very close. Pirro said, I've seen a lot of comments about my opening statement from Saturday night's show, and I did not call Representative Omar un-American. My intention was to ask a question and start a debate, but of course, because one is Muslim does not mean you don't support the Constitution. I invite Omar to come on my show anytime to discuss all of the important issues facing America today. Pirro addressing Pelosi in the statement that led to her suspension. Your party is not anti-Israel. She is. Think about this. She's not getting this anti-Israel sentiment doctrine from the Democrat Party. So if it's not rooted in the party, where is she getting it from? Think about it. Omar wears a hijab, which according to Quran 33:59 tells women to cover so they won't get molested. Let's blame the man for getting arrested. Right. No, we're not going to blame the man. We're going to blame the woman for getting molested by the man. Cuckoo. Is her adherence to this Islamic doctrine indicative of her adherence to Sharia law, which in itself is antithetical to the United States Constitution? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in dressing sexually, showing a bunch of flesh. But covering the face, the hijab, and covering the face of the burqas, that's crazy. You know, if you look at all the dark society cults of the world, they always wear a cloak. Let's see. You got the nuns of the Roman Catholic Church. You got the monks. You got the creation of care in California, where all the forgot what you call it. They wear a cloak. You can't see anything. You got the Islam radicals. They cover their whole face and everything when they commit murder. All these dark cults have different colors of their cloaks. And their cloaking is what? It's all about, you cannot see who I really am, because I'm going to commit murder or a sacrifice and kill a baby onto Baal. And then what's going to happen? You're not going to see who I am, so you cannot indict me. I don't have to tell you, Nancy, Jews have been persecuted almost from the beginning of time when they were forced out of Egypt, Judge Jeanine Pirro says, to the 6 million killed in the Holocaust. And now we are witnessing the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe, where incidents are up 74% in the last year alone. In France, where Jewish cemeteries are regularly desecrated with swastikas, and people relay the common tropes of Jews with too much money and influence. We all know how it starts. It starts that way. Hate is hate. Hate leads to violence, and violence leads to retaliation, which then leads to unrest and worse. Yes, Nancy, it's all about hating Israel to promote the cause of Palestine. President Trump was right when he said the Democrat Party is now the anti-Israel party. And don't forget, Nancy, history has proven over and over when you appease anti-Semitic sentiment, the worst happens. And in your case, Nancy, the danger for you is that your appeasing this behavior will lead to your removal as Speaker, and the Democrats, now controlled by socialists and anti-Semites, will lose the presidency in 2020. That part right there, prediction of Judge Jeanine Pirro, I don't know if that will happen. It is God's will that the ugly beast of Islam rises to kill great tribulation saints. And the protection of talking anything bad about Islam is growing phenomenally fast in the U.S., especially throughout the rest of the world. It's already a done deal. The Pope has ordered it about 7 years ago. Get used to it, folks. Get right with Jesus. Otherwise, you're going to miss and be left behind for the ugly beast. Thank you for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very important announcement. Would you like to see most of your illnesses go away? Let me introduce you to the Water Smacker. A new modern breakthrough in science has come to knowledge, ridding your body of many toxins through this state-of-the-art new technology. The testimonials are endless. People have been healed of shingles, pancreas survivor healed, colon cancer patient healed. Your skin returns its oil back to itself and elasticity. Gray hair goes away. Look younger. Red blood cells return to being round. Plaque in your arteries is wiped out. Blood pressure is lowered. Feel stronger and have more energy. Return to a more youthful feeling and look. Pick up your Water Smacker today for only $350, and don't forget to mention Brother Jim sent you. The link is down below, along with the website and other videos for a much longer description. Thank you.